Tyler here, and I want to talk about, do you have to lift weights? All right, I had a question here, and the question was, I want to burn fat, and I love doing cardio, but I hate resistance training. Do I have to lift weights? Now this one is an interesting topic, because generally speaking, I want you to do the things that you love, right? Because we don't stick to things that we don't like. But if what you love isn't benefiting you or making you closer to your goals, then that's where I step in and say, it's time to do what's going to get you closer to your actual goals. So, do you have to lift weights? All right, here's the deal. You want to burn fat, right? If you want to burn fat, you're not going to do it with endless cardio, all right? I had the privilege of standing at the end of a marathon finish line a couple of years back. And one thing shot out to me, right? At marathon, everybody thinks of this as the epitome of cardio, right? The epitome of lean, sexy people. I disagree, but one of the things that I noticed was before 3 hours, all the people who ran past that line before 3 hours were fairly lean. They were fit to run a marathon. I'd take them in a fight any day. But the reality is they were lean because they were running those miles fast. They were running fast at a very fast pace the whole time, right? And if you can run at a very fast pace for 26.2 miles, well, guess what? You're going to be lean, relatively lean. 10, 12% body fat for men, maybe 18, 20% for women, which is what most people think looks fine, right? Now, after 3 hours at that marathon, something interesting happened. Between 3 and 4 hours, the people crossing the finish line got chubbier and chubbier. They got fatter and fatter, and they moved worse and worse. Their running sucked, right? And after 4 hours, I started seeing a large part of the people running past that finish line were overweight. They had set themselves a goal of running a marathon because they thought that that was the epitome of fat loss. And yet, they ran their marathon, and they still fat. They're still fat, right? So, back to the question at hand. Cardio is not the key to fat loss. The only way you can lose fat by doing cardio marathon style is if you can run fast, like the people who do it under 3 hours. That'll guarantee you're lean. But if you ain't run your whole life, then you can't do that. Because it takes a lot of skill and practice and time to develop that kind of speed for that kind of duration. So what's the better way to do this? The shortcut. It's to do some resistance training. Now, does that mean you have to lift weights? No, it doesn't mean you have to go out there and specifically lift weights. But it does mean you have to put a high level of resistance on your muscles. You can do this by weight training, or you can do this by doing body weight exercises. Either way, the goal remains the same. You want to build lean muscle. When you build lean muscle, your metabolism goes up 24/7, right? If I added 10 pounds of muscle to your frame, and you lost 10 pounds of fat at the same time, you would look down at that scale and say, I haven't lost any weight, right? But your clothes would fit better, you'd feel better, you'd look better, you'd perform better, and guess what? That muscle you built right there is gonna serve as that foundation that's going to allow you to lose that fat in the future. Nothing works slower than a fat person doing cardio for hours and hours and hours. And the worst part is it doesn't last. But if you shift your attention and focus away from cardiovascular exercises and put it onto resistance training with the goal of building lean muscle by adding weight, by adding complexity to your body weight exercises, then when you build that lean muscle, it lasts. You feel better, you look better, you perform better, you burn fat faster. And eventually, as you get stronger, maybe you can go back to running marathons if you want to, at a faster pace. But the bottom line is, you're overweight, you can't run marathons fast, I don't care, you shouldn't be doing it, all right? Ditch the cardio, do the resistance training, body weight or weighted, if you want to burn fat. That's it. If you dig this video, click the like button, share it with your friends. I appreciate you spreading the word, and leave a comment below. Let me know what you think, all right? Thanks for watching.